Hey there guys, so today I'm here to talk about our homeschooling plans and then also why we're starting homeschooling earlier than kind of the traditional age that you would start schooling. I'm going to link down below a bunch of other YouTube mamas on here that are homeschooling. We're all posting homeschooling videos today. They are going to be a wider range of topics, but it's mainly to just get other homeschooling mamas in front of your guys' screen. So if you're looking for that, if you're interested in the homeschooling thing, then you can go ahead and check them out below, watch their videos that they posted, and subscribe while you're there. But I am going to get into curriculum first. So curriculum-wise, the biggest thing that we are doing is unschooling. If you're not familiar with unschooling, it's basically that there is no set curriculum. You follow your child's interests and you let them learn about what they're interested in that day. Now, there can be fears with that, and that if your child doesn't ever show interest in math, they may never learn basic math. And because of that, I've decided that up until about middle school, we're going to be doing a mixture of unschooling and homeschooling. For my own accountability, I want to make sure that my kids are staying up on math and English. And math and English are the main ones that we're going to be having an actual curriculum for. And the reason until middle school is because about after middle school is when you get into more complex English and math, that if that isn't a field that you're interested in going into, it's not going to be something that you're ever going to need again. So that is why I'm stopping at that age. So with unschooling, it's going to be very common that you may find that someone of a 3rd grade age may be doing 9th grade math and they may only be doing 2nd grade English. And that is because you follow your child's interests and what they're good at as well. It is a more difficult schooling method in that you kind of have to drop everything you're doing when your child asks about a certain subject. So say for instance, I'm in the kitchen doing something and my child comes up to me and says, "How do whales stay warm in the ocean?" Then I would kind of have to drop what I'm doing and talk to them about blubber and what that is, maybe do like a science experiment with it, and show them how blubber works. And the main thought process behind unschooling and why you do this is because your child is more likely to retain information when they're interested in the subject. Whereas with traditional schooling, they are just kind of being forced to learn a certain subject at that certain time because it's their age group, or that's just what you're learning that day. And they may not retain the information very well because they're just not interested in that at that time. That is why unschooling can be helpful in those areas, because they're going to actually be interested in it at the time that they're learning it. So every state has different laws, and Illinois' laws are that there's no standardized testing. There's nothing that you have to do testing wise for your homeschooled children. The only thing you have to do is that once you feel that your child has earned equal knowledge to that of a high school diploma, then you just send in for their high school diploma and then they'll send it to you. And so that is a big reason why I've decided to do a little bit of traditional homeschooling in the beginning, because there is no standardized testing to keep me accountable to make sure that my kids are learning everything that they need to. That's why we've decided to go that route. But it is very handy as well, because if my child is just a little bit behind on math and I think that they need to spend extra time in something before they move on to an older level of math, it's not going to hinder their test scores or anything because there aren't any here in Illinois. I think it's important that if your child needs extra help in certain subjects, that you really just spend extra time on it and help them with it before trying to move them on to something else. So moving on from that, we are starting homeschooling earlier than is traditional, and that comes with the thought process of doing unschooling as well, because I don't feel that there should be an age tied to what a child is learning. It's never too early for your child to start learning different subjects if it's what they're interested in. So we haven't started doing stuff every single day, but we are getting to that point now where I am kind of cutting out a chunk of a half hour to an hour a day with Revelynne that we sit down and we do some kind of learning. And I'll take whatever she's kind of been interested in that day, and that's kind of what we'll learn during that time. So I want to show you guys some of the things that I'm using with Revelynne right now. She is a kinesthetic learner, or a tactile learner as that is. That's very important too if you're going to be homeschooling, to learn what kind of learner your child is so that you can best teach them, which means that she is very hands-on. She learns better from like doing things than she does from just listening or watching something. So these are kind of things that we've had for her. So yes, Revelynne is only 19 months old, but she has already showed interest in reading. If you guys watch our vlog channel, then you know that she has started doing word association, and she does read a few words already, and she started that on her own. So when I saw that she showed interest in it, I went ahead and picked up some flashcards, and so these are ones that I got off Amazon. Everything that I talk about I will link below for you guys, with the exception of 2 of them I'm not going to be able to, but these are the success reading cards, and this is the phonics cards, and then this is like a game with the phonics cards. So this one just kind of is the basics, and it has all the different letters, and the vowels are different colors so they can kind of understand that vowels are different from consonants, and then it also has the letter sounds that you can work with. And then these we haven't really gotten too much into other than like the basic alphabet, obviously, but this one is more for her age in that there are 3-letter words with the different types of letter sounds. So this one has E, I's, and O's, and U's. And then each 3-letter word also has a picture. So it turns into a game with your kids as well, where you can start with something simple. So you could do like 2 words and 2 pictures, and then they match the picture to the word. And then from you guys, we also got some more basic numbers and alphabet, which we also use with her. She really likes these. And these are nice for counting wise, especially because on each one it'll have like 1, and then it'll have a picture of 1 of something, and then if there's a 3, then it'll have 3 of something, and it helps her to like point at them and count them out. Something that I really love is the Roger Pretty books. If you have not heard of these, they're fantastic. There are a ton of them. There are sticker Roger Pretty books. There's like washable marker ones too. This one is the preschool color and activity book. This one's a more basic one with like coloring and such. This one she's done basically all of them. We just kind of do like 1 or 2 pages a day, but she loves stickers, which is why I decided to get her a sticker learning book, because I know that it's something that would keep her interest and her attention. There are a ton of stickers with it, but like here she like puts the fish on, fruit in the cabinet. You've got her lopsided person that she's put stickers on, and then also has these pages where like all these things are yellow, and then they're supposed to color it in with the yellow. And then 2 books that she absolutely loves, and I actually kind of like them a lot too, is the Usborne Lift the Flap books. Now these are the 2 that I can't link below for you. If you know of an Usborne distributor, one of your friends or something, talk to them if you want to get a hold of these books. They are seriously awesome, especially for a tactile learner. She loves these, and when I first got them, I thought that it was just gonna be very basic, but like the numbers one has a lot of basic math in it. So for instance, this Lift the Flap Shapes book, it has like the basic ones. It says like this is a triangle, this one's a rectangle, but then it has like different things where it's like lift the flaps to find, and you try and lift all the flaps and find the different things. Like here's the oval, you found the oval. And then one of my favorite pages on this is this one, which is changing shapes, and so it teaches them how shapes change into different things. Like this goes from a rectangle to a square, or how this one over here goes from a triangle to a diamond. So it goes like a little bit further into it, but she has been so interested in this book. She absolutely loves it. And then the numbers one is probably my favorite. This one is really cool, and like I said, it has a lot of basic math in it. So like for instance, here's the zoo, and it says how many of each of these animals can you see, and you see the elephants, and so you look and you see, oh, and she says 1 elephant, and you lift it, and then she knows she's right. Or like crocodiles, you count the crocodiles, and you can see that there's 4, and you lift it, and it says there's 4. Or this one is really cool too, where you try to find like the matching rocket. Like this rocket has a 2 on it, so you find the circle with the 2 dots on it, and you open it, and then you'll see the matching rocket. And then this page teaches odds and evens, and so this one you have to find all the missing even numbers, and then this one you lift to find the missing odd numbers. So we've really been loving these books. I really like that they will span for a wide age range, because it does have the basic math in there too, and we can do it with her, but then it gets to an age where she can do them by herself and she can have fun with them still, and it has like the more difficult math in there as well. So we're definitely going to get their money's worth out of them. They were $14 each, which when I first bought them online, I was like, that's kind of expensive, but then once I got them and saw what they were, I was like, okay, that makes sense. So that's really all I have for you guys. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little glimpse into what we're doing homeschooling wise, why we are going to be doing a lot of the unschooling method, and then why we're starting homeschooling now, which is basically just because she's shown interest in learning other things, and because of the unschooling method that we believe in. Obviously, we don't believe that there should be an age tied to it, so whenever she wants to start learning things, that's when we start. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them down below, and I will try to do my best to either answer them in the comments, or if there's enough of them, I'll do like a whole separate question and answer video for you guys. But if you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, because that helps me out with my channel as well, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mama. Good job. And
Nana.
Oh, Nana. Good job.
What about Hoot?
Where's Hoot? Nope, Hoot's on that page. You gotta find him on that page.
Where's Hoot?
Where's the letter for Hoot? Where's the letter for Hoot? Oh, there you go. Good job.
What about Airy?
Good
Yeah.
job.